consider that the girl that you're interested in, they may not be looking for Mr. Perfect, right? Consider that some girls are tall and they may not care too much if you're tall too, or maybe some girls are tall enough and having a guy who's tall isn't that important for them. Consider that some girls are already rich and make a lot of money, and it's like, okay, maybe I could date a guy with a lot of money, but they don't necessarily need to, right? Consider that, some people make the memes, oh, you need to be 6 feet, 6 figures. You gotta have, like, come on. Is this like some kind of, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Do you really think that, that people just like pull out a tape measure, and they start measuring you and they say, all right, he's over 6 feet. I think I did it. Do you really think, have you ever had a woman that was interested in you ask how much money you're making specifically before she even thought of talking to you? It's usually not something that comes up until much later on. And sometimes she's semi-open where, okay, if you're working towards it, it's not a huge deal. Do you ever have people questioning you on these supposed qualities that, like, these people are supposedly obsessed about? It's usually not that, right? Usually people take who you are at face value, what you look like, the things that you say. They take what you are at face value. And most of the things people talk to you about, it was based on decisions and actions you made during that day. That's what people see. That's what people interpret. A lot of people have the mindset just like you, where they're like, okay, I kind of like this person. I don't like this person. I want to hang out with this person. I don't want to hang out with this person. Do you feel the need to go up to a guy and say, how much money are you making? How tall are you? All right, you're over 6 feet. Let's be friends. No one does that. Let's be honest. And we're going to realize that most women aren't looking for like a super specific trait. Even if they say they are, they're not looking for a super specific trait. They're looking for someone that makes their life better, that makes them happier, right? That's what everyone is looking for. That's what you're looking for, right? That's what you possibly might be looking for. A relationship that makes you happy, more fulfilled, a woman that you actually like. Do you really care about how a woman's body and face looks like? Like, think about any girl that you really like. Were you really thinking about, how good, how smart she needed to be, how much money she needed to be making? And I get it, women look view at the world a little bit differently than men. But consider that we're all human beings at the end of the day. And this is like we're talking real world interactions here. We're not talking about internet memes.